answer lies in the heart of battle.
King of Iron Fist Tournament.
Mugen TV versus Corner.
Welcome to the stage of history retold.
Hey guys, it's MugenLord here, and I'm back again with another video. And today I want to talk a bit about Soul Calibur 6 Season 2. Season 2 had pretty much began about a week or so ago, and I decided that this was the perfect time for me to go jump back into the game because I haven't played it since the game had launched. And because I've just been so busy with so many other games that I need to catch up on. I had a whole backlog of different games that I had to complete. So now that I'm back to Soul Calibur 6, Season 2 so far has really gotten me into this game altogether. Like, it made me realize that I don't really know a thing about Soul Calibur, even though I played almost every Soul Calibur game, literally every Soul Calibur game that I released. It lets me know that I really don't know anything about this game. So Soul Calibur 6 is pretty much my first experience of actually wanting to learn how to play the game. And I must say that Season 2, since I haven't really played through much of Season 1, I don't really know much has really changed between the characters. Now, I do know that we have a couple of movesets that's been added to the existing cast heading into the season, like Siegfried. I've been messing around with his new move as well. But overall, I decided that I wanted to spend more time with Siegfried and understand how this character plays, especially now that we in Season 2. And I must say that, oh my god. Now, for starters, I decided that, hey, I might as well get the season pass, because after getting schooled and getting owned online and just dealing with a lot of the players and stuff that I encounter, especially in ranked match and stuff, it really convinced me that no, I definitely want to learn this game now. I can't get destroyed the way I was getting destroyed and not want to know how to play this game now that I've been schooled in this game and got my ass whipped. So yeah, I got the season pass and got the characters and everything. And I finally got Hilda as well, which I haven't tried her out yet. I haven't really tried out any other character. I've just been focusing on Siegfried. But for starters, this game is a whole totally different beast from any other 3D fighters that I have played in the past, especially like Tekken and everything. This is a whole totally different game. Now, what I enjoy about Soul Calibur, and what I always enjoyed about Soul Calibur, it wasn't really much about button combinations and how you do certain inputs to pretty much do certain moves and everything. It is more so about, you know, patience, positioning, and especially gaining momentum once you pretty much put on that pressure on your opponent and everything. So I think that when it comes to games like that really don't focus heavily on like super execution compared to like Street Fighter or Arc System games and stuff like that, and then more so focus on the, you know, the whole footsie aspects and the spacing aspects and just having patience and just finding those openings, I think I do fairly well in those type of games. And I think Soul Calibur is no different, but it still ups the ante as far as, you know, the whole technical aspect of it, because like playing Siegfried is, you know, a lot of people say that he's a good character, which he definitely is, and he's pretty much up there in the tier list, but this character still takes a lot of like skill to be able to play this character, because he's he had so many different stances that he can switch from, which I've been, you know, I've known these stances since, you know, early Soul Calibur. But you know, now, you know, you're heading into a game where you have, you know, Reversal Edge, and you know, you have so many other characters who, you know, now that we have like super moves that's inputted in the game, and we have, you know, guard impacts, and we have so many other mechanics added to the game. It just added so much more layer of depth into the game, especially the speed of the game has increased as well. So learning Siegfried going in, if you're a beginner, like Siegfried, like, you really have to get your spacing and get your footing like down packed in order to be able to keep your opponents out, because I've learned that, man, once a player gets in on Siegfried, it's really hard to try to shut them out and keep them out, because they can continue to keep that pressure. And plus, I'm still a newbie at the game too, so I will, you know, eventually figure out ways of how to get people off me once they stay up on me, because characters I have a hard time with is Grow, Taki, Especially Cassandra. Oh my god, Cassandra is one hell of a character that I have a hard time dealing with, because it seemed like she's a very popular character to go up against online. Talum is very popular online, and I had a really hard time facing those characters, and especially Ivy. Oh geez, Ivy is just a terror online, and it's the simple fact is that, you know, like, there's a lot of characters, especially like Ivy. She has her move, her sword, her whip sword. You know, her move set, she can just attack you from anywhere on the screen, and like her sword take up half the screen and stuff like that. So you have to really be careful. And I noticed that some characters, you know, some characters are very button mashy, friendly as well. So, you know, going on rank mode and playing against a couple of people who don't really know how to play the game, which you can tell. But it's the fact is that, you know, that character is good at a beginner level, and even deadlier in the right hands with a better player and stuff. So I'm dealing with a lot of people who pick characters who are really good at low level of play, and can be extremely dangerous at high level of play. And Terra is another character that I have a hard time dealing with. As you can see in this match right here, it was nothing I can do. It was like this player would just put on the pressure, and it's like I just couldn't react and couldn't respond to anything. So, you know, it was like a eye opener. Season 2 is pretty much an eye opener for me in Soul Calibur 6, and because of the way I've been experiencing the game, and I've been getting destroyed and everything, and you know, me, I'm a stubborn person, so I don't give up. You know, all it does is make me want to play even more and get better at the game and everything. So all it did was fuel the fire that's in me. Now I just had to take that fire and not get frustrated, because that's that thing I'm having an issue with. I get frustrated real quick, and then I go into autopilot. But I notice once I calm myself down and actually be patient, I can actually see everything. And my guy 2B, why is this character in the game? Like 2B, I was just getting obliterated by this character. It was like I had a hard time responding to you know, dealing with the character and everything. But I'm not gonna lie, as I started making progress though throughout the game, I started to be able to handle the character a bit better, but still not perfect, still getting bodied, but I'm not getting like totally completely obliterated. Then I played against this good Killick player. This Killick player is pretty good, and I went in there just like having patience and everything, and I did fare pretty well. But that Growl player that I played, that Grow player, geez man, it was just bullying. I was just getting bullied. But one thing I did notice while playing this as well is that when I was playing a few ranked matches online, and I live streamed it, and I was doing horrible when I live streamed, but I noticed once I didn't play this game live stream, I was doing a way better, and I actually went in some games and stuff like that as well, and actually getting a hold of the concept of this game and how this game's supposed to be played. And like I said, I really got to get my stances together, especially comboing to my different holds with Siegfried, and I also got to pretty much learn how to use my swipe attacks, where you have to swipe across the buttons. I don't know what you call those inputs, but those inputs are pretty fast, but it's kind of hard trying to implement it in the middle of battle without me slipping my finger across another button and everything. And other mistakes I've been making, I don't know why my character keeps jumping. Every time I'm trying to sidestep, my character jumps. So you can see it numerous times in the videos where I just jumped and I just kept getting punished because I see an attack coming and my character just jumped. Or an opponent would do like that fiery unblockable attack, and I see it coming, and then my character would jump and get hit and get caught by it. So that cost me a few games as well. But despite me getting bodied, and despite me having a hard time with the game, I'm really enjoying it. And this is the first time in a while where I'm like, I really want to play a fighting game like this. Like, I really want to learn this game now, because it was just I can't stand losing, or I can't stand walking away in defeat. Now I do know that, you know, there's some people that's going to be like that outclasses you. And I don't get frustrated when I'm playing against players who just clearly outclasses me, because I know they're good. You know, I know they're outclassing me, and I use those fights more as a learning experience of how to adapt and how to get better. I think the fights that I more so get frustrated with is when I play against players who I know I have a good chance of winning, and that I know I can beat, but not destroy. But I know I can, if I play my game well enough, I can win against. And you know, those opponents would just cheat me out or cheese me to death. So I think it's those type of players that I run across that really frustrates me when I play this game. But overall, season 2 is really got me going, and I'm definitely going to put more time into this. And I've been playing it almost like every night before I go to bed and everything. And hopefully I go on my Discord and play a few of my Discord members as well and everything before I go back and live stream again and stuff, because I know it's live streaming it I don't do too well, but when I'm off the live stream, I do fairly well for myself. But overall, I'm liking the character Siegfried. Siegfried has always been my main since Soul Edge on the PS1, and he's always been, you know, my favorite since then. Now, other characters that I'm looking forward to trying, I want to try Amy. She looks interesting. I do want to try Terra, because Terra is like the Soul Calibur version of Juri Han. So I definitely want to try her out. Killick used to be my secondary character. I haven't tried Killick yet. I'm considering trying Killick as well, but he was my secondary. Talon was my third character because I used her in Soul Calibur 2. Talon and Siegfried and Killick were my 3 characters in Soul Calibur 2, and of course Link, because I had the GameCube version. But those were the 3 main Soul Calibur characters that I used in Soul Calibur 2, and so forth and so on. So I'm definitely gonna get Talon to try later on, but I want to invest more time into Siegfried because I definitely want to learn him. I definitely want to get him into like a pretty decent level before I try to move on to other characters and see what other characters has to offer. Hilda does look interesting to me as well. I definitely want to try Hilda out, but I'm not going to try her yet until I get Siegfried out of the way, Killick and Talon out of the way, and then I'll try Amy and then Hilda. But that's overall my thoughts so far on season 2. They pretty much Namco Bandai or Bandai Namco pretty much came out and delivered to the fans what they wanted, and I'm looking forward to see what other characters they're going to be adding to the season pass or to the season in general. And I like the overall interface. They changed the character select screen up just a bit, and they did quite a few I guess you say life changes to the game as well, to make things a little bit easier for players to navigate through the game and stuff like that. So that wraps this up. If you like this video, I definitely want to hear your thoughts. Who's your favorite character in season 2? Who was the best character you think so far in season 2? Who you think is like the weakest character? Who came out weak in season 2 so far? I know it's the beginning, you really can't come out and just make that, you know, claim just yet, but what do you think as far as your prediction is concerned and what you've seen so far? I'd like to hear your thoughts in the comment section below. But that wraps this video up, and if you like the video, make sure you subscribe, like, pass it, share it around, and if you want to be notified to anything related to Soul Calibur 6, hit that bell to be notified. This is MugenLord signing off. See you Game Fiends later. Peace out. It looks like you reached the end of the video. Well, while you're at it, check out some of my other discussion videos by clicking on the annotations below, and don't forget to follow me on other social media platforms to stay up to date with future content. Signing off.